Good morning, students. We'll continue our chapter on metals and non-metals. We're going to do or discuss the last topic of the chapter, which is also very important, students, that is extraction. Students, Earth is a major source of metals, and aluminium is the most abundant metal in the Earth crust. And we know that combined states of all the metals are known as minerals, while the free states are known as native states. Students, the metals means what? Metals are not in a free state, right? Like Earth is a major source of elements, oxygen, silicon are the main elements which are present in the Earth crust, and both are non-metals. And among the metals, the aluminium is the most abundant in the Earth crust, whereas the iron, calcium, sodium are the other metals which follow the aluminium in order of decreasing abundance, right? Now the question arises, how do this metal exist, right? We have heard that Earth is a major source of metals, so temperature below the surface of Earth is very high. As a result, what happens? They found in a two forms. The first form is a native form, which is known as a free state form. And the second is a combination with the other elements, right? So if the metal is present in free state, right, generally do not exist in a free state, and mostly the metals exist as oxide, carbonate, sulfates, and sulfides, which is a combined state of metal and known as minerals, right? And now the question arises, what is ore? Now most metal reacts with the other elements to form ore, right? And ore is what? Which occurs naturally on Earth, and ore is a rock from which useful metals can be extracted. It is a crude metal, we can just say. It is an impure form of metal, students. So extraction is a process by which we can extract the pure metal from impure metal, right? So the minerals from where the metals can be extracted, they are known as ores. Clear to you? C. Occurrence of metals. Metals can be occur in three of major forms, like in the form of metal oxide when it is present in a combined form, or as a metal sulfide, or as a metal carbonate, right? Metal carbonate means metal carbon plus oxygen, and metal oxide means metal when reacts metal when it is in combination with oxygen. Metal sulfide means when it is combination with sulfur, right? Now, some metals are found in the earth crust in a free form, which is known as its native form. And the metals at the bottom of the activity series are least reactive and are found in a free state, students, like gold, silver, and copper. The metals at the top of the activity series, such as sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, are very reactive in nature. And the metals at the middle of the reactivity series, such as zinc, iron, lead, copper, they are moderately reactive and found in a earth mainly as a oxide, sulfides, or carbonates, as I have uh, discussed with you in my previous slide. Now, enrichment of ores. Ore mined from the earth and usually contaminated with a large amount of impurities, students. The impurities which is attached with the pure metal, right, is called matrix or gangue. We can say gangue, or we can spell as at matrix. And the processes used for removing the matrix, or somebody says gauge, somebody say gang, from the ore is based on the difference between the physical and the chemical properties of that impurities as well as ore. So in simple language, what is this matrix? What is this gangue? It is a rocky substances or minerals which impurities which is being attached with the pure metal when metal is present in a ore form. So how to remove that? Some substances are being added to remove it. They are known as flux. So flux can be defined as the substances which are used to remove the earthy impurities. They are known as flux, right? And the combination of flux and matrix or gangue is known as slag, right? So slag is a combination of impurities plus flux. There are two types of impurities. They may be acidic impurities and basic impurities. Similarly, we have a two types of flux, two types of that substances which remove the impurities. They may be acidic and basic. For example, if acidic impurity is present along with the ore, we will add the basic flux to remove it, right? And vice versa. Now, students, what are minerals? These are the basic terms which we should know before going to the extraction part. Minerals are the elements or the compound that made up of rocks. A metal ore is a rock containing a mineral from which a metal is extracted. Most minerals are the oxides, sulfides, and carbonates, right? For example, bauxite is an ore containing the compound aluminium oxide. So here is a table showing you main minerals of the metal ore. For example, sodium, known to be rock salt. So the formula is NaCl, right? The name of the ore of this sodium metal is rock salt. And the name of the ore of the calcium is limestone. The formula is given calcium carbonate. Magnesium exists in a magnetized magnesium carbonate, we can say. Aluminium ore is bauxite. The formula is Al2O3, or we can say aluminium oxide. This is a chemical name and this is a name of ore. Zinc in the form of zinc blende. Iron may be magnetite or hematite. Tin, tin oxide. Lead, galena or lead sulfide. Copper, copper pyrite. And mercury, it can be mercuric sulfide when mercury is present in a 2 form, plus 2 form, or we can say cinnabar. So these are some main important ores of the metals which you should know before going to the next slide. Now extraction, this is a just simple way to show you how the metals has been extracted. You can see in the picture, students, ore is present in the earth crust, right? First of all, the mining is done. After mining, the concentration is done. Concentration means ore mixed with the earth and rock. उसकी माइनिंग कराकर हम उसको कंसंट्रेट करते हैं. कंसंट्रेट का मतलब होता है यहाँ पे इम्प्योरिटीज को रिमूव करना, और इम्प्योरिटीज को रिमूव करने का मतलब है यहाँ 100% इम्प्योरिटीज रिमूव नहीं होती. ओनली अ स्मॉल लिटिल वेस्ट मटेरियल इज बीइंग रिमूव्ड, राइट? Suppose 100% ore is there, only 20% is being removed. So after that, the step is reduction of ore. Reduction is very important step which is given in your NCRT. The first two steps are not given in the NCRT. That is a just journal step which I want to discuss with you. So reduction of ore, it means when reduction is being done, the substance or the metal becomes crude metal, right? And after crude metal, refining is done to obtain the pure metals. So there are certain steps. So the steps which is very important is that the reduction part, right? The extraction of metal from the ore generally involves three major steps, and they are ore concentration, reduction to the metal, crude metal, and refining to obtain the pure metal, right? So an ore is a compound, again, that is mixed with a large amount of impurities, and we often apply separate uh, physical and the chemical methods to remove all these impurities. Now students, just recall your reactivity series, and according to the reactivity series, all the metals cannot be extracted by using only one method. There are the different methods which are being applied. For example, we have divided our series into three categories here. That is most reactive metals, that is low reactive metals, and the moderately reactive metals, right students? So the first one is being given the very reactive metals, and they are very difficult to extract. The lower the position of the metal in the reactivity series, the easier is to extract. The middle one is given again, and the last is the least reactive element. So there are different methods to extract them. लो रिएक्टिविटी मेटल्स को एक्सट्रैक्ट करने का डिफरेंट वे है, और हमारे पास मॉडरेट वालों को एक्सट्रैक्ट करने का डिफरेंट वे है, एंड लो वालों का, हाई रिएक्टिविटी का अलग वे है, राइट? नाउ देयर, just for today, I'm discussing the journal ways to extract. What are the journal ways to extract? Just you can see that potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium are being extracted by the electrolysis of molten chlorides. It means they are present in the form of chlorides. Like potassium is present in the form of KCl, sodium NaCl, calcium CaCl2, magnesium MgCl2, right? So basically magnesium, till magnesium extracted, they can be extracted. It means these metal can be extracted out into its pure form by using electrolysis method. Student, electrolysis means breakdown of electrolyte into ions. And the next one is aluminium. Aluminium exists in the form of aluminium oxide or bauxite, and it is being extracted by the electrolysis of molten Al2O3 when dissolved in a cryolite. And the next, which is our middle reactivity elements, can be extracted by the reduction of their oxides using carbon. Here we use the two words or two terms, that is roasting and calcination, when I'll tell you in detail. When afterwards we'll do in detail. And the least reactive, like mercury, silver, gold, platinum, they can be roasted. Their ores can be roasted, and after roasting we can get the pure metals. So these are the ways to extract the metals. Now major steps involve the extraction, which we have already discussed, but I'll just recall you. First is the ore concentration, in which ore is purified and concentrated unwanted rocks material removed. Second step is the reduction to the crude metal oxide to be reduced to the metals. And the third one is a refining to obtain the pure metals, right? For example, we have 100% impure metal. First step, will apply the concentration method. Here 20% is being removed, impurities are removed. 20% purity is there only, right? 80% still left. Now reduction to the crude metal, when we do this step, 80% of the metal becomes pure, but 20% is still left. And the last step, which will apply, is the purification or refining technique, then we'll get 100% pure metal. Thank you very much. This is only the journal way which I have discussed with you. Rest will continue.